kind of lets you know when you want to do it. You can just drive into the pit lane and it'll pit stop. Yeah.
This is my first ever race with like other people on the pedal.
Okay. Can I hear you, Mike?
Yeah, can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yep. Okay.
So we're broadcasting?
Yep.
All right. So it looks like we're coming around turn 17. Does that sound about right for time tracking? Pace car's going to go ahead and pull on off. We're going to see a green flag here, and here we go. A lot of drivers moving the inside, trying to cut off into turn 1. Let's see what kind of magic happens here. Oh, looks like we've got a little bit of a bump off. 2, 3, 4 cars off. Ooh. Hopefully they'll be able to recover quickly and get back in it. Got Toby there in the main straight Porsche Cup car doing some lawn mowing there. That's nice of him. We appreciate that.
Alright, we had some big carnage on the first 2 laps.
Yeah, we had a pretty predictable turn 1 incident.
Couple turn 1 incidents. 4 people lost it on turn 17, lap 1, 2. Those cold tires really did it to a lot of people.
Looks like we've got kind of everybody shuffled into their respective packs.
Yeah,
There's a couple people in between.
We have last season's champion, Aldo. 3-second gap.
Aldo, yep, we got Caleb, then we got Chris John, Ronnie Britt, and Toby. Greg at 6th place. Justin, Ellis, Jacob, and Chris round up the top 10.
Let's see what these lap times are coming in at. Let's see, 202, 202. Oh, turn 17. Oh my gosh, someone just got punted. Oh man.
There's some dust back there. I think they're going to need some cleanup on aisle 17.
Oh, turn one.
Oh, another turn one.
Oh.
Oh. You hate to see that. That's the difference with one of these Porsche Cup cars. There's not so much aero, so you can't really rely on that crazy downforce. If you get a little bumpy and you're near somebody and there's a slight little nudge, that's it. You could be flying into the abyss. Got some people running out there, some pretty consistent paces. Currently, Aldo's got our fastest lap at a 2:02.6. Great job, Aldo. As we know, though, this is definitely an endurance-ish race. This is 1 hour, so there will be a pit stop. So you've got to plan to see if you're going to take tires, if you're not going to take tires. Due to iRacing's auto fuel, I'm sure nobody will have any issues with the fuel, but a lot of people forget how much time you can actually save by just burying your car into the pits, but being very careful not to get a penalty. That is something that's very key.
You don't want to get that stop and go. That's basically race ending.
Yep. That puts you towards the very back and takes you out of whatever contention you are in.
These cars should be good to go the full hour on one set of tires, so that shouldn't be an issue for most people.
I don't know, the way some of these guys are driving out there, and they might need some body work before then, too.
Yeah, we're going to have to take them down to the body shop. Some of these cars are looking a little rough. A couple 100,000 in damage.
That's right, yeah. Some of them look pretty beautiful, though. We got some pretty nice liveries out there.
Yeah,
Toby from the main straight.
That one looks pretty nice.
We've got Toby from the main straight, kind of a crazy, looks like almost an acid trip on a car.
A nice paint swatch.
Yeah, it looks like somebody threw a bunch of paint at it and then threw his logo on it. Hey, whatever gets the sponsors excited, I guess. Starting to settle in, seems like. Everyone's kind of got their pace. Everyone's kind of in their crowd. Currently running first, we still have Aldo. Second, we have Caleb. And then we've got Chris and Ronnie Britt and Toby rounding up the top 5. Solid little pack. Looks like Aldo's kind of broken away.
Aldo is zooming away right now. He's kind of messing him up.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to maybe put some cheat codes on Aldo or something. maybe add some weight penalties to his vehicle or something. You know, we want everybody to have fun.
We have some pretty high-rated drivers too.
Yeah, there's a lot of big numbers there. Yeah, a lot of people spend a lot of time on iRacing.
We got some Miata boys in here.
Yeah.
Lap times are pretty close though. I mean, everyone within the top 7 202s.
Yeah, we got basically. I mean, really, with the top 12, the top 11 are all in 203s within a second and a half of each other. So that's pretty consistent. That's pretty good.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, but keep in mind we're not just paying you fresh cash for the winner. We're paying for showing up and best improved. So we don't just want the winner to win, even though that's how life works sometimes.
Oh, we got a nice overtake down here. The back straight.
Yeah, looks like what was that?
Chad and TJ Mayers. Let's see. It's a three-way battle. Oh, he almost died. Whew.
Like Aldo's got about a 4-second gap. 4.5 to third place, 5 seconds to fourth and fifth. All right. Everyone's moving right along. Looks like we seem to have shuffled out some of the riffraff potentially. After about 11th place, everyone seems to fall quite back, close to almost 25 seconds behind from there. Now everyone's just kind of in their own little draft group. Going to try to work together or work against each other, try to move up the field.
These cars are extremely aero dependent, so a nice little draft on some of the straights here will do a long way for your lap times.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much fuel saving it'll do, but it'll definitely increase your lap times on the straightaways.
Yeah, look, Caleb is, what is that, 0.5 faster than Aldo last lap because he had a little bit of draft. Oh, someone's dead turn one.
Oh no. It seems like turn one, there should be some sort of warning sign or potentially a gravestone for Porsche parts out there. Just want to point out too that we've got close to 21 people here, and even though the guys that have wrecked, they're still in it. That's awesome. That's what we want to see. We want to see people just get back after it. You never know really what's going to happen, and like I said, there's way more prizes than just the winner. We want to see you hang in there. We want to see you improve, and yeah.
They're trucking, and surprisingly, if you crashed early and you pit, you should be able to finish the race on that fuel. So it's kind of early pit strat.
That's true. Depending on when you pit, yeah, it's absolutely possible, yeah.
I believe these have like a 40 or 50 minute... I think they can go 50 minutes on one tank, so you might be able to cut it close.
I don't know. Some of these cars they got some aero damage, so I don't know how efficient it's going to be.
There's a couple of missing wings.
That's right. The EPA is going to be a little mad, and they're going to lose a couple of MPGs, but I'm not sure they're counting on that right now. Really, the trick with the Porsche Cup is just being consistent. Even with the second generation Porsche Cup here, the 9922, even with the brakes, the ABS, and the traction control systems that are on it now, it's not as bad as the old Cup, but it's still a bit of a wild child. With the old Porsche Cup car, you could be leading and you lose just a little bit of focus and you lock
right
them up,
in the wall.
Traction control in the wall, and that's literally your whole race. And I'm speaking from experience on that. I think everybody who's driven the old Porsche Cup and raced it in any official race has done that at least once and wanted to throw their wheel across the street.
I see we're getting into the 201s now.
Yeah, we're getting
Aldo,
there.
Caleb, Toby. They're scraping 201 by.
Pulling together. Toby's actually pulling away and kind of working his way up. Toby started somewhere around like 8th, but he's actually moving up, being consistent. I think he actually avoided an accident or two. It must be that cool paint job he's got. We're gonna have to look into that for scrutineering.
They took a look and they're like, "Oh my gosh, what is that?"
Yeah, maybe that's what happened. He just scared a bunch of people with his paint job. They thought they were sick or something.
Let's see. He's up. Yeah, he's up 7 places. So he actually started farther back.
Toby.
Yeah. He's making the charge.
He did. And then we got, I think Ronnie Britz made it through some stuff. Ellis looks like he's working his way back up. I think he actually got in an accident early. He's one of our higher I rating guys. I'm sure he'll work his way right back up there. All it takes is a little bit of consistency.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes some luck. We've got somebody with the old school Viper paint job with the chrome and red. That looks beautiful.
That's before my time there. That's for all the old school guys born in the 50s.
Yeah, 50s and 60s. That's probably what it was. Yeah, I just remember watching. Well, we have YouTube nowadays, Malachi.
Everybody the Model
can go
T guys,
and watch the infamous Porsche versus the Corvette battle at Laguna Seca, where they both end up crashing into each other the whole last lap.
I don't even think I was born when that happened.
Well, I'll make sure I send you a link on your your Facebook or your MySpace, whatever. got some consistent 201s and 202s. I imagine as the fuel drains, we'll probably get closer and closer. We'll probably see some sub 2 minute laps here, potentially with some drafting.
Who are we on board with here? That's Caleb. Right behind him is Christian. Pretty close.
Yep. Take a look at what seems like the non-optical optical lines for turn 1 there. Sorry, I can't speak. Optimal, not optical. Sorry. And then we've got Toby behind him, just charging away.
Someone was mowing the grass again.
Yep, we're gonna have to send them they can just send us the landscaping bill.
Caleb
send
is
to
probably gonna be on him by the end of this lap here. That might be a pass.
Okay, yeah, that's absolutely potential. Looks like Chris has got some damage there.
You know, these Porsches are built like tanks.
Yeah, very very delicate tanks.
Yeah,
expensive ones too. Yeah.
It looks like he has a little bit of a different camera on the front, but maybe it adds to his straight line speed. You never know.
Yeah, he probably does very well in right side turns, as long as he's not turning left.
He can just let go of the wheel; it'll just make the turn for him.
Yep. What's really interesting with these cars is they do have, because of the, not reduced aero, but they have much less aero than a regular GT3R Porsche. You really see them kind of dance more in the turns, and they really become a little bit more unpredictable when they're entering the turns and stuff like that. So you can really start to see the drivers who get on the throttle early and the guys who brake super, super late. You can really see them kind of creep up, and then it kind of all levels out on the straight. And then you kind of have to figure out what your move is. You know, do you wait? Do you go? Which turns is the person in front of you a little bit faster at, a little bit slower at? And I'm sure the guys that really know what they're doing, that's kind of what they're doing right now in the back of their heads, is just kind of getting their game plan together to how to slowly inch to the front. And then what we'll do is, about a lap before the end of the race, we'll just throw a spike strip in front of Aldo and let him finish with flat tires or something. Because Aldo is just blasting ahead of everybody. Doing a great job, but we'll have to put some extra weight in his car, as I said. Nice little group pack, though, honestly. We've got Aldo, who's looks like he's almost about 6 seconds ahead, but everybody behind him up to 5th place is just right tight in the pack. So it's first place, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all just kind of battling it out with each other. All within very easy striking distance if one of them were to make a mistake or slip up or slide a tire off.
I mean, Toby's pretty much going to arrive right away, and he is faster than both 2 and 3.
He is. I just wonder if he's just holding on to that draft for now, maybe saving his tires. It looks like the guys in front of him are kind of battling a little bit, so I know Toby's a great driver.
They're going to hold him up a little bit.
I don't know if they're going to hold him up. I think he's just being super cautious because, like I said, anything can happen. All it would take is for one little overslight and a little bump, a little rub, and they're gone, and then he gets 2 free positions.
For free.
And you can see those two really going at it. Yep, so they've got a little off track there from the number 7. They're super tight. Toby's I can see it. He's just sitting back waiting.
He's rubbing his hands together. He's rubbing his hands together.
Just trying to save his tires and be efficient. Watch him, try to learn from him, and just hope that he doesn't happen to get collected in the mayhem. That Viper there looks pretty mad. He really wants to get past him though. Probably because he's got an acid trip chasing him. Ooh, he's close. Oh, is he going to make the move?
He's going up on the inside?
It looks like he's going on the inside. He let him have it.
Oh, okay. He went super wide, though.
He went, oh, there's a cutback. And now he's going, oh, there's
Oh,
little.
a little
Oh, that was
contact, a
little.
little contact,
That
and
looked,
Toby is right there.
that looked like more than, that looked like netcode saved them a little bit. They got pretty close.
Yeah, that front left touched the back right for sure. There was something going on there.
I think there were some, the opposite of netcode, whatever that is, that saved them because they were almost inside each other's cars briefly.
Toby's got the inside line here coming
Toby's
in.
going to take the inside line if he can
Nice
carry
and
the
easy.
speed, not lose it. This is a great
Yep.
spot to do it too because it's kind of a slow section of the track before you get on turn 5 where
You're
you
not
really
gonna
got to
lose
get
that
back on the
much time.
throttle.
Exactly.
Looks like he got out of turn 5 really good. Now he's going to try to continue on, but he does need to keep in mind that he does have Greg behind him, and Greg is going to want that spot back.
He's on the charge. Let's see if he can do it. Toby was slower last lap, but that was because he was in traffic. So let's see what his lap times look like now that he's. Oh, what a bad exit out of turn 7 there. Toby's gonna get a nice run.
Yeah, he's moving there. Yeah, knowing Toby, he's being super cautious. He's a very good driver, but I wouldn't say he's overly cautious, but he's right in that sweet spot. He definitely doesn't need to be aggressive in certain instances. Kind of just let it sit back there, let it play out. That's kind of what he did before. He got those guys kind of touch, rub, and mess each other up. And
he got right by.
Got a little bit of a. Ooh, that was a terrible exit.
Whew.
That was horrible. Caleb, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was trying to pick up a banana peel or something, but he was way offline. That cost him a little bit. Him and Toby are pulling away from the pack behind him, though. So Greg and looks like, oh, Ellis. That's Ellis. Ellis actually caught back up. All right, so let's see. He had a terrible first turn, first lap, and he's still back in it. Ellis has fought his way all the way back up to 6th. Great job, Ellis. He doesn't have much of a livery, but we won't blame you for that. Maybe next time get on Trading Paints and run an Academy Sim Racing livery. Gives you 5 more horsepower and 10 more horsepower in the turns. Greg feels it seems like Greg feels a little bit terrible. He just feels like he's just getting taken advantage of. He's just been passed. He's just getting passed and passed and passed. There he goes. Yep, passed again. That was probably a smart move, though. Ellis is a pretty fast and consistent driver, and his pace is a little bit more. So usually in that instance, just best to just tuck behind him, stay safe, and maybe pick up some tips and learn something. Oh, just to add insult to injury. Oof.
Alright, you said Adam was getting ran through. What was going on with Adam here?
No, yeah. We got some pretty good times going around. Looks like everybody in the top is kind of settled around a mid to low 202. We've got Ellis charging ahead, though. He's running 201s consistently. If he can continue to do that,
catch up to Greg.
He can pick them off, yeah. We've still got, looks like we've got close to over, we're still not even halfway through yet. We've got over 30 minutes left in the race, so he's going to have
window
plenty
should
of
be
time.
coming up soon, too.
That's right, yeah. So we might see some people tuck into the pits. As I'm watching it, I'm on a different screen than you, Malachi. It looks like my setup likes different cars more than yours, because when I said it's the most exciting, it was on the same car as you for a while, and then now it's off to somebody different. It
Switch
looks
it up.
like you're on Adam, and I'm stuck on. Looks like I'm watching Caleb here turn some laps in the Viper car.
Your favorite old man car.
Yeah. We got Toby sniffing right up the heels, though. He's staying right there.
He's catching up to Caleb. All those charges kind of been put to rest here. He's kind of sitting at 6 seconds now. He's not going too far ahead, so they might be able to start reeling him back in.
Maybe.
I think he just got a really good start. That start was just really good because lap times are around the same.
Yeah, well, it's with Sebring, you know, a great start at Sebring can help you a good bit, but really it's turn one, because all you have to do is miss the braking zone and mess up, or have somebody behind you screw up a little bit. Turn one at Sebring is probably, in my opinion, one of the most exciting starts, because it's such a high-speed turn, and there's so many ways you can go.
Yeah.
We've seen up to, you know, even in real life, we've seen up to like 4 or 5 wide entrances into, and that's, you know, that's more than a NASCAR track.
That's when it gets
That's a
hairy.
little bit scary.
There's Toby. I think he's got Caleb before turn 7. Let's see.
So we got here a good bit of shake-up. Everyone's kind of, it looks like the top it's like the top 6 group. The top 6 is now all within 10 seconds of each other.
Yep.
And then from there on it kind of trickles off, and there's a couple different groups. But that's good. That's great, because, you know, everybody's kind of still on their own little battle. Nobody's really left off to fend for themselves.
Everyone's got a car to chase.
Yep, that's true, yeah. Got the in-car view of Toby right now on my screen. He's really trying to chase down Caleb. Well, it looks like Greg West and Ellis are just trading off 201 laps.
Yep,
So I
they're
don't know
going
if
back.
they're
They're
sharing.
doing a little bump draft to the finish. It looks like maybe they're getting some lap time off each other. Oh, Toby got a really bad exit.
Yeah,
Greg
he
is
did.
right behind him.
He's right behind him.
Actually, he's still pulling away. Maybe Greg has a little damage or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but I mean, maybe it could just be that car. He might, you know, I feel like that's kind of one of those optical illusions. He might have been like, "Oh my God, I'm too close," or "Oh, I'm too far." Ooh, looks like Toby's going to tuck in.
Toby's darting into the pit lane,
He's
following
going to
right
dart
behind.
into the pits. All right. We'll
Look
have
like
to
we
see
have.
how that works. It looks like he did kind of bury it into the pit lane. So, you know, this might be a good time. Everyone has kind of their own thoughts on this, especially when there's different laps or different environment with different cars and stuff like that. So, so let me ask you about, Guy, are you an early pit guy, or are you a wait till the last drop is in there?
I love early pits. That is my bread and butter. When I race, when I'm in some pretty bad traffic at the beginning, hop right into the pits and then just race it flat out for the rest.
Okay. There's some benefits to that. Sometimes I think that might be like the best way to let the tires cool back down briefly before you get back out there, and kind of it gives you a little bit more predictability, because you're not running the car all the way dry and then getting used to how that weightless car feels with no fuel in it. You're kind of staying somewhat in a medium.
Exactly.
I have to tell you though, I'm the opposite end of that spectrum. I mean, I will lift in some of the turns if I see that I'm at 0.9. And when I cross the finish line, I will do what I can, as long as I don't lose too much time, to see if I can squeeze just that one more lap out of there.
You love maximizing,
so that I can, you know, keep that car as light as possible and keep those tires. They may not cool off as good as if you pit early, but you get to use that. It's like a last little bit of energy out of them, I feel like.
I mean, it definitely is, but the Porsche is pretty deadly at low fuel too. I mean, we've seen it time and time and again. Low fuel on the Porsche tends to kill some people.
Yeah,
no weight in the front is deadly.
That's absolutely right, and especially the way I set up my car, I like it very oversteery. That's like I said, that story I was telling earlier about how you could be leading a race and then screw it up just by losing your focus for one split moment. It's definitely happened a couple times. Either that or my daughter will sometimes run up to me and tell me she wants to sit in my lap while I'm mid race, which is a hazard I think no real racing driver has on the track. At least I hope not.
That's a good co-driver, you know. That's
Well,
all.
I don't think they allow children out there when they're going over 100 miles an hour. So I don't know what the new rules are, but that just seems hazardous.
I think you're living in the past. You know, we have like 10-year-olds driving now.
That's
Full
true.
race
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah, that is true. I heard people are getting simi rigs right out of the womb. You know, right at the hospital when they leave, they just kind of slap them on the end and say, "Well, here you go. Do you want direct drive or do you want your active pedal?" For babies though, they have to turn the active pedals down a bit.
They don't want them getting monstrous legs at the beginning.
That's true. Babies do have pretty big calves though. My son is he's got some chunky calves, so maybe there's something to that. Maybe I need to get him on a workout
aspiring
plan.
racer.
That's right. Well, what we could do is we could link two active pedals together, and you could just train your legs all day. Kind of like how people have those little bicycle pedals that they sit at their desks, or like a stand-up desk. We'll just have you doing calf raises all day with the SemiCube active pedals or the Moza, or we could do a side-by-side comparison.
You can do both,
and see which leg gets stronger. Or we could test probably by that which pedal will break. I know what my money's on.
I think I know which one's gonna last longer.
Yeah. Oof. Getting a little
getting a little
chubby
hairy
out there. Yeah.
Aldo has also pitted, so this is the first time he's gonna be behind cars.
Yep. So we're gonna see some shuffling of the pack here. We've got some people moving around. So right now the leaderboard's not really truly reflecting. So we got Greg West in the lead currently.
Still has to pit. Yep.
Andrew, Chad, Aldo is down in 5th place, and then we've got Chris Ellis, Blaine, and Caleb. So we'll see where that goes. Toby, who was one of our first to pit, he's actually down in 14th. So, but we'll see him cycle back up as long as there's no issues.
Yep.
As people start pitting, yeah.
Because that was his. Yeah. So Toby pitted last lap.
Yep. And then we should have, these cars realistically, they'll probably do about 45 minutes potentially. That's when we'll see like the last group for the pit window have to pit. And I wonder, we don't have the super cool stats or anything like that, but I wonder if anybody took tires just by default. Sometimes you get on the grid and you get so excited or nervous or you just completely forget to uncheck tires. And iRacing likes to really screw your day up that way. You could be in the lead and pull in and then realize you forgot to uncheck tires if you don't need them. And then, I'm not saying that's ever happened to me. But
when I was first starting iRacing, that was the bane of my existence. I didn't know that the auto did it. So I was like, why is everybody pitting 30 seconds faster than me? And then I was like, oh, wait a second. Something's not right here.
Well, iRacing did kind of a smart thing. What they used to have is everyone used to have crew chief. I'm sure some people still do still run it, but you used to have to guess your fuel. So usually before a lobby in a pretty competitive race, you would hear everybody asking, "Oh, how much fuel do you have?" And of course, there's the guys that shout the number that you need that's lower that you wouldn't finish the race or you'd need to pit twice. But now they've got that super cool auto toggle, but there is no auto toggle for the tires, so you actually have to go in and uncheck that manually almost every time if you don't need to. Or some people I know they configure like a quick switch or a button that will disable that.
I didn't know there was a quick switch for that. I might have to look into that there. I usually just go through and I just click them.
Well, so basically what you can do on iRacing is you have all the text things where you can say, hey, thanks, or hey, I'm pitting, or hey, passing right. You can configure those to actually be controls. So, for instance, if you're the admin and everybody wants to take a shortcut and cheat, and they get a black flag, you can hit clear all exclamation point and program that into your number 9 key, and when you hit number 9, it sends that command and does what it does.
Might have to look into that then.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have told
you that probably. Yeah.
Here I was thinking that you were ancient.
Yeah, well, sometimes every dog has its day. Today's just not mine like usual. Looks like we got Greg running some pretty consistent laps up there, 201s, very nice. He'll need to pit though, so he's kind of in what I like to call the fake lead. It's like when you're up there up front, you're like, yeah, I'm in front, only to just realize that you're gonna have to pit and then you won't be there anymore.
He's
But
got
maybe
some
it's a
clean
good.
air. He's got some
It's a
clean
good
air.
little. Okay, no, that's true. But it's just maybe it's just a little boost of confidence.
Yeah.
He had kind of a bad run where a lot of people were kind of passing him, so maybe he just needed
Maybe
a
he
little bit
deserves it a
of.
little bit.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Throw Mac. We really got to figure out how to get some more sponsors on here. Get some companies that might be interested. Put some
We can throw
some
him on the
bumper
top.
stickers on the logo wherever they want. Yeah, absolutely. And then we need some announcers that don't suck. So I'm gonna fire myself after this one. And you could fire yourself or you can stay in there. I'm not sure, but we definitely need to get some people who are interested in racing because our league. I mean, jokingly enough, our league started only two race series ago. We're only in series 3 right now, and we've
grown
got some
quite a bit.
pretty heavy hitters.
Yeah.
And we've got we got over 21 cars in the first race. So hopefully that continues. Yep. And then I think what we're going to do for probably our next series is we're probably going to have some sort of split. So there's essentially 2 winners between different types of groups, but we'll figure that out, and we'll definitely do some math, and we want to make sure it's fun and exciting for everybody. And for those that don't know, this isn't just everybody racing at home in their own rigs. We actually have some guys right now who are at the Sim Lounge, I would say probably ruining our equipment, trying to race and be fast. But yeah, we love that you can come into the lounge and rent and come try a rig, come try one of our simulators. We've got some pretty cool simulators there, especially one with motion that Malachi likes to pretend like it's a horse at the rodeo and spin it around everywhere and make it see if it can jump like a lowrider or something. But
I
it
tend
is
to
what
fall
it
out of
is.
the seat from time to time. I should probably install
That's true, yeah.
seatbelts.
We're probably gonna need a seatbelt, or we'll get some ratchet straps for you.
Something like that.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll put the ratchet straps kind of around your neck area so you don't hurt your neck, and then we'll just tighten it down really tight. Looks like some of the field's starting to shuffle back up through as more people pit. Greg West is absolutely taking advantage of this, though.
That clean
He's
air is
he's running
good stuff.
2:01.3s. That's probably some of the fastest laps we've seen recorded here today. He's just out there running in that beautiful summer air. For those of you who've been to Sebring in the summer, you know that it is. Well, I'm lying. It's the bottom of the shuttle roughly during launch is kind of what it feels like. And then what you're doing by getting in a race car is you're putting that shuttle in an oven and then sitting at the bottom of it. So that's about what Sebring feels like.
You see, so we're getting 2 different takes on this. You know, me, when I go to Sebring in the summer, it's like heaven. You know, there's no breeze,
Yeah.
95 degrees, 200% humidity. Like it's
That's right.
ideal conditions.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect for what you enjoy. While I'm over there dying with my chill out suit, hoping it all lasts and it doesn't just burn out.
I usually run the radiator tubes through my vest instead. You know, get some nice warm air in there.
You probably act as a secondary cooling measure for your car.
That's
you
why.
you
That's why my car's a little faster.
That's right. You route it through the Malachi radiator, the body heat radiator, and your body cools it off naturally, and then you got coolant running through the engine again.
It's good stuff. That's how.
So right
that's
now
how
looks like we're looking at about 38 minutes in the time session. So we'll be closing up on about 20 minutes left. So I think we'll see in the next 10 minutes, we'll see most people tuck in and get their fuel and, maybe their tires if they forgot to uncheck it. But we'll see.
Ellis just did our first 2 flat. He did a 2 minute .8.
Oh, a sub 1? Okay.
So
he did? Yeah.
he's
Oh,
moving.
wow.
Ellis is moving through right there.
Yeah, Ellis is
We
really
have,
kind of
let's
working
see,
his way up.
where's Aldo? Aldo's still in 5th, so I know Greg still has to pit. I think those top 4 still do have to pit.
Yeah. I think they do too. Aldo, he pitted somewhat early too, and they've got Ellis kind of just directly behind him. I'm not sure if Ellis pitted or not. I think he did. We'll see, but we also see a big gap up there, so.
Yeah, there's a massive gap.
Yeah.
Greg West he's taking advantage of it. He's putting 2:01s every single lap pretty much.
Yeah. We'll have to see how long. I didn't record when anybody's tucked in for the pits, so I don't know exactly how much time the pits add, but we'll see somebody when they're above a 203 or something like that. We'll be able to see how long the pit stall actually takes.
From what it looked like when they were pitting, the lap time jumped up to about 3 minutes. So
Okay. Yeah. Oh wow, that's a good
Almost
bit.
a minute for a pit.
Almost a minute in the pits for fuel and drive through. Okay.
Yep. Aldo is nipping at the back of Chad's car here. We got 3 of them, neck and neck.
Yep, he's right there. He's in the fight. He's trying to get there. Looks like he's weaving a little bit. Trying to let him know, hey man, look.
Oh, here he comes.
There he comes. Oh, this makes me nervous.
Oh, turn 17.
Oh, see, makes
slight
me nervous.
contact.
See?
Oh,
no! Aldo! Yeah.
Is that Aldo? Oh, man.
I don't know.
No, wait, I think that was, yeah, it was Aldo. He just dropped down. Oh man.
Aldo,
Turn
we're starting to hear
17
that.
disaster.
Sometimes it's not worth it to make that pass, and some people just have too much gumption in them to think. Oh, I hate to see that.
Every time you go into turn 17 with another person, you gotta clench a little bit because you never know.
Yeah. Well, Aldo's a good guy. He'll get his head back on straight and get out there. Looks like he's up there with Ellis now. He dropped back a little bit more behind Chris. So
hopefully the damage isn't too bad. I think he's in the pits. I think Aldo is in the pits right now. Let's see when this car drives by if we can catch a glimpse of that red car. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh no, the pit lane's empty. I think there might be some pretty bad damage though. We're gonna see.
Yeah, we'll have to see with his times to see if he's able to fend off.
Toby's right there.
Yep, he's just he looks like he's just behind him. Yeah. We got Ellis still cruising right along.
He's making a charge. Ellis could take it all. Okay, we should be approaching final pit window right about now, within the next lap or two.
Yep, we're getting close. We got close to about 45, almost 45 minutes of this race, so we'll start to see most of the cars pop up. I imagine we'll have a lot of people who go on my strategy and just wait till the last minute.
I tell you, that strategy gives me a little bit of anxiety. I don't know. I couldn't do it if I were you. When I see that fuel drop...
Oh, looks like we got a spin out over here. Who was that? I couldn't even see him. By the time they spun around, they were gone.
That's Peter Ignis in 15th place. It sounds like he just lost engine power. The engine is cutting in and out. It might have been a bad accident.
Oh. Ugh. Looks like we're following Chad now. Oof,
he's right behind Ellis.
Interesting. Yeah, Chad's looks like he was the one that, you know, that looked more like a racing incident to me. They both went in super deep. With these cars, you really got to watch out, especially somebody fast like Aldo. You hate to see that, but you know, it kind of goes back to the old art and said, if there's a gap there and you can take it, if you're a racer, you're going to try to take it. But
of course, you always got to go for it.
Sometimes turn 17 and turn 1 are just not your friends in Sebring.
Those bumps, those little bumps there on the alternate line, well, you got to be ready for them.
That's the reason why they say respect the bumps.
Yep.
So we got some more people shuffling in and shuffling through, moving
Here's
back up.
Ellis is looking to pass right here.
And I really think we're gonna see just a whole slew of people jump into the pits.
Oh, a little contact there in turn 7.
Yeah.
Oh my, net code. That right there is net code.
That's a lot of contact. What even happened with that?
He was inside that car.
He was riding passenger for a short period of time. Oh, it looks like he got. Oh.
Oh man.
Well,
who is that? That was Chad.
There.
Ellis?
No, looks like was that Ellis? Looks like he might have got a little mad.
Oh man, he did a flat last lap though.
But that doesn't matter when you put it in the wall like that.
Let's see. Ellis hasn't gone down in places, so I think it wasn't Ellis. I think it was.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I just, whoever that was, they must have saw the red mist and was like, "That's it, I'm going for it."
Oh man.
Or
They saw the clay.
I've had this happen a couple of times. Your brake pedal fails, it shuts off. That's the downside of an active pedal.
Oh, that's true.
Sometimes it just decides to not brake, or the opposite, where you don't turn it on and you forget, like me sometimes, and you go into turn one and you push it and it just goes right to the floor, and you're like,
There's
"Oh,
no brakes. You
I
lost
forgot
all
to
brake
turn it
pressure.
on." Yeah. Cycling through. Look at about a little over 45 minutes. Ooh, got some bumping going on there with Jacob Hodge. Ooh, these guys are super close here. Okay. Nice tight racing. Looks like the leaders are just running around in 201s pretty consistently. There'll be some more people that are dropping off. This is actually a pretty tight group. We really haven't had anybody, I mean, realistically, aside from the first lap, running anything lower than like a 206.
Yeah.
And you gotta chalk that up to sometimes there's traffic or there's issues or just getting behind somebody, you miss something, slow down, bump a little bit. But yeah, pretty consistent
no one's
racers
wildly
here.
off the pace. Yeah, no one's super bad off the pace.
Yeah, and it hasn't been too terribly. I haven't heard anybody throw anything at the lounge or anything, but there might be somebody at home throwing some stuff, but we don't hear that right now. So
we're not responsible for
that
home damages.
That's right. Yeah, there's a liability with and that's not us. So who's he chasing there?
That's Justin versus
We got Justin
Peter.
here. So Justin joined us last series. He did fairly well.
He came in third last series.
Yeah, that's right. He did. He wanted to join us again, try it out, and looks like he's running pretty well there. Is he? It looks like, I can't tell from the screen. It looks like he's in the Evo car, right? That's him in the Evo car.
Yes, I believe he's in the Evo car.
So he's trying to. Oh, there he goes, making a little move. There's some damage to the.
That car has a nice little V in the back of it.
Yeah, that's for aerodynamic. I'm sure.
It's pushing the car forward like a vortex, The vortex is coming into the back of the car.
Oh, whew. That was close. Those flames almost caught that other car on fire. We almost had an Aldo moment here. Oof.
This car behind is looking to get past. I think that damage is really slowing him down.
Yeah. It's like we've got Ellis here fighting. Oof.
I think we might have another turn 17 attempt here. We're going to see what happens. They're coming around to that part of the track. Oh, never mind. I'm a little blind. They're at the beginning of the track. Oh! Is that Toby on the inside? No. Toby's behind both of them. That was Ronnie.
Good racing here. Looks like you're on once again, something's more exciting here for me. I'm watching Ronnie Britt right now, just really hang in there. He's stuck.
I caught a glimpse of Ronnie just now. I saw the battle.
Yeah, he's trying to get through, it looks like.
I'm watching second and third right now. They are within half a second of each other. They're coming down the back straight just now. Oh, alright, well, I think we're about to see another turn 17 pass. They're pretty close here.
It's a pass or no pass type situation here, huh?
Andrew for sure is gonna get a nice toe off of this. He looks like he's looking for the inside. Let's see. Oh, he's biding his time. He's passing on the outside of turn 17.
Oh, well, he was attempting to.
It was. I'd say passing on the outside is a little safer. I'll give him that, compared to the inside on 17.
It really depends on how good you are on your brakes, because you can wash out and touch somebody.
That's
and
true.
so if you're on that outside and you don't trust the person with their brakes and they wash out, there's only one way they're coming, and that's you to the outside. Whereas if you're able to stay kind of tight and tuck in, you can kind of overslow on the entry, but you're able to get back on that throttle much sooner. You just got to watch out for that last little bump you can see all these cars take. Just as you exit the bridge, there's a beautiful little bump that loves to just
destroy cars.
Flip cars around for guys that get super excited on that throttle. and push it just a little bit early.
You see that front straight, and then you get real hungry on the gas.
Looks like we've got some more people kind of chugging through. We're at 50 minutes now, 10 minutes to remain.
Greg still has not pitted. I'm assuming he's been doing some fuel saving.
Yeah, I'm saying he definitely has to do some fuel saving. It looks like what you were talking about earlier may be coming into play. A lot of those guys who crashed maybe pitted.
Yeah, he
and
might
got
have pitted very early.
He might have been one of those people. I'm not sure. We'll have to see.
Yeah. Now, I wonder how many minutes this fuel tank is. It could be a 50-minute fuel tank. He pitted at 10 minutes and he just worked his way through. Could have been that.
Yeah, so that means the guys who kind of got in the early wrecks, they really wouldn't have a real shot with using that pit window to kind of catch them back up. But it definitely looks like, regardless, Ellis, was one of those people that got involved in an earlier crash, but he really made the most out of it and kind of got back into it. And now he's kind of up into the pack now. We'll have to really see what happens to Shuffle. I imagine here in the next probably 5 minutes, but at least we'll start to see a lot of cars duck in real quick. Because just looking at the leaderboards, there might be a couple people that shuffled in and needed, or got the fuel early. But
got 3 people on turn 17. Oh, nobody died. It's okay.
Yeah, everyone made it through. It was a little risky, but that's right. Oof.
3 wide?
Turn 1 is... Oh, no, 2 change. Oh, but no, little bump there. Oof. That was close. A very nice little group of them running now. Greg West is still running some very consistent, very good times. He still just stayed in the 201.
That clean air is doing him wonders.
Yeah, he's getting all that nice, cool Sebring air. That's a joke for anybody out there listening.
200 humidity air going right into the radiator.
Yeah, that swamp atmosphere is really cooling those radiators very, very well.
My first time going to Sebring for the 12 hours, I was like, oh, that's it. There might be some breeze eventually. There was no breeze. I don't think I ever even felt any wind go through there.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is, and it's Sebring's not a very well-known and prosperous place. I mean, I think there's realistically only about 3 places to eat there.
There's 3 places. There's a soda shop, and there's Sebring Motor Garages. That's about all you got there.
Yep, that's one of our partners, Sebring Motor. Oops, looks like somebody took a little bit of a spin over there at 1016.
Let's see who drops down the leaderboard. Let's see here. I don't know who that was. Maybe it was lap traffic.
Yeah, possibly.
We have Aldo working his way back up. He's still top 10, looking to get into 9th place here. And we have Toby right behind Aldo, actually. This might be a good fight towards the end here.
Yep, I'm really curious. I'm wondering if some people, I don't know, maybe whoa! Wow, man. That was some anger right there. Oof.
That was something right there.
Damage was a little rough, Aldo.
Give him a small love tap,
Yeah, exactly. Just a bump, not a oof. I mean, he lifted the car up.
Oh man. That's
one
way to pass.
He probably was having. He said he made that basically that rear left or that rear right quarter panel a jack point on that car. Now he lifted it right up. He used him. Maybe he was brake saving potentially.
Maybe he's experiencing some brake fade.
That's what a lot of iRacers do in the rookie classes and D class. Before you kind of work your way up, and realistically, the license class doesn't matter. There's always somebody there that'll use you as a
we have
backstop.
Dan versus Greg here. I think. Is Is that what I'm seeing here? Is that Dan and Greg?
No, that can't be Dan and Greg. The gap to Dan and Greg is 30. That's what I'm wondering.
Oh, it's
Something.
Andrew versus.
It's Andrew and Dan.
Okay,
Yeah, Andrew and Dan going super tight. Yeah. Dan Bell here. Part of me just think Greg is he's gonna run out of fuel, or he had something up his sleeve. He must have pitted early or something.
Aldo is working his way through again.
Yeah.
That car looks pretty damaged now.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of damage from that. What's that on the front left side from lifting that rear of that car up?
The rear is pretty torqued. I don't know if you see that. It's quite slanted on the rear.
Yeah. Looks like most of the cars are in fairly decent shape. You could tell some of them have been in some front and rear collisions. There's a couple of them that have some slanted radiators up front and some bent wheels, or maybe not bent wheels, but the camber on these cars is super aggressive. But they've definitely got some. Looks like they backed up into a pole in certain instances. Maybe they did. Yeah, Ronnie with a beautiful clean pass there. Nice that bump. There's that last little bump, just exiting.
Oh,
ooh, there's. Did he mean to pit or? Uh-oh. I don't know what happened there. Looked like he ducked over really, really quickly. Now he's going to try to use as much of that turn as he can and really just kind of carry the speed through. Great job by Ronnie out there. Oh, looks like he's going to give it back on the turn 3. Kind of let him go just to stay safe. Smart move there, Ronnie. Sometimes that's the best move. We've seen some pretty disastrous things happen from people. Yeah. A lot of hard charging, though. It's great, though. We've still got guys down in 17th, 18th, all the way down, running 202 still.
Yeah, everyone's pretty competitive around here.
Everyone's moving right along. Looks like we're getting down to the last 5 minutes here. Within the last 5 minutes,
might be the last lap. Next lap of the following lap, we're gonna see.
Yeah, will depend on where the leader is, but we'll see what happens from there.
Oh, we're on board with Ronnie here. Ronnie is getting held up by this guy, but it's kind of hard
I
to
think
pass.
it seems like Ronnie and him are going back and forth. It looks like he's faster in some turns, and Ronnie's faster in other ones. So they're just doing this battle here, and it looks like Ronnie will get him on the straights. Oh, because he's got some definite damage up at the front of that red, white, and blue car.
Let's see if he goes for turn 17. Here we go.
Yeah, we got to find a way to get our banners on these cars, Malachi.
We can do it.
We got too many banners. We'll try to figure that out.
We can do a league skin. I can do it in trading paints.
Yeah, just have it so everybody can have their other liveries, and then we'll have some special stuff just on the overhang of the windshield there.
Yep.
And then what you can do on trading paints is you can actually do something on the inside of the windshield as well for the overlay.
Oh.
I'm not sure if you know that. We could just put a thing on there that says "Don't crash." It's curious here. I want to check out some of Greg's laps and see when or if he's already pitted, because if not, he's got some sort of secret sauce here.
Maybe he's the master of lift and coast.
I mean, it's possible.
Because if this car has a 50-minute tank, it's possible to lift and coast the whole.
Potentially, yeah, you're right. Especially if you've got some draft.
Yeah, and he was behind traffic for the majority of the race.
Let's see here.
Oh, we've got Chris on the inside. Oh, he let him go.
Oof. Would you look at that? Did you see that, Malachi?
I saw it. Oh,
Here it comes. Greg West on his. I knew he couldn't make it. He stretched it as long as he could, and he is moving in to the pits.
he's doing a little splash and dash here right at the end.
Yeah, but that is. Looks like we've got the. What's that? The white flag coming out now.
Yeah. Yep, here comes Andrew. That gap is shrinking rapidly. They're gonna pass the pit lane before he gets out, I think. Let's see. Because Greg should be refueling right about now.
Yep. So we'll have to see. This will be how everything shuffles and kind of gets back to normal. So we've got currently now we've got Andrew Schwartz, Dan Bell, Ellis, Blaine, Chad, Caleb, Chris, Toby, and Aldo rounding off the top 10.
Let's see where Greg exits.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see where he
Oh,
shuffles
I
back
think
in.
Ellis is ducking into the pit lane right now too. Oh wait, no. I think they finished the race. Let's see.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, that should be the end of it right there. Going in. For some reason, my screen's not showing any of the flags, but So we've got Justin out there on the chat for those of you that can't see. So Justin's saying he thinks one of the we had 2 or 3 bots put out there just for some filler and some fun out the race. Looks like he said he was out to get him. Well, they're not easy pickings,
Doesn't
but
happen.
you do have to be aware of them. But there's not that many of them anymore because fortunately we have a lot of people out there racing and joining into races. So I hope that continues to grow. And we got, what, 5 more races all around the world with the Porsche
We have
Cup?
5 more races, and there's 1 drop race.
Yep. So, all right. Well, I think that's it.
Yep,
Congratulations to the winners and everyone who survived. There'll be more races. And remember, don't be a quitter because you can actually get money for not quitting.
Yep, there's an attendance award, and there's the head charger award. So
Hard Charger Award, yeah.
Yep.
If you had to give it to somebody here, Hard Charger, what would you think? I would
honestly,
probably.
I would say Toby.
Yeah. Oh, really, Toby? I was going to say Ellis.
Ellis did pretty good too. Actually.
I know Ellis is a very fast driver, so I would caveat it with that. But yeah, Toby hung in there and was definitely swinging up with the heavyweights and stayed clean the whole race. But Ellis still kind of fought back. So we'll see. We're gonna take some notes after each race, and then we'll see who gets it. So
That was pretty solid.
all right.
All right,
So
there's the race there.
what we'll do is we'll sign off and hope to God we can find somebody else to do this because we suck. Well, at least I do.
It wasn't that bad.
It's exciting. That made me want to be in there racing. Maybe
I
I'll
know.
do it. Maybe what I'll do next race is I'll log in and I'll have an in-car. I won't be eligible
just
for any
follow
of the
the
winnings.
leaders.
I'll just follow people around as best I can. Although we got some quick guys in there, I might have to have you clear. I might have to have you clear some codes as I take some shortcuts as we go through. So
All right, there's the race there.